Say what you want about reality TV, but it has been captivating audiences since the late 1990s and early 2000s with shows like The Real World, The Bachelor, and even recent ones like reality competition show Blown Away. To say the least, they're not going anywhere, especially because it's the TV industry's fallback when writers and actors go on strike. I'm just saying. And regardless, there are a few that are worthwhile if you find the right one for you. But what does it have to do with copy? I promise I'm getting there. First, I'm Brittany, and I love film, and I love copy. And it's a good thing because so much of the storytelling in film can be information for how you write copy that connects with your customers. While I struggle to qualify reality TV as film, I also asked myself whether snacks and fast food are considered food, and the answer is yes. That's why this week I'm comparing case studies with the home renovation and reality series Married to Real Estate with Egypt Sherrod and Mike Jackson. This show, like many, has a very specific framework for how Egypt and Mike show clients their options all the way to how they deliver a finished home. And while I was binging on the series, I had a revelation that each episode was a case study and another home in their portfolio to attract more clients. It's also the reason Egypt is a co-executive producer putting her money into making the show so they can market their efforts and land on bigger and different projects. If that's something you desire in your business today or someday, here's a complete breakdown inspired by the show for you to consider when you're writing your own case study. Egypt and Mike start by showing their clients homes that are on the market based on their criteria such as area, type of home, or design style, and the client's all-in budget, which means the money the client is willing to spend on the new home plus the renovation. They also paint a vision with a walkthrough of what the client's dream home could look like with a high-level overview of the design and estimated budget. If there are any obvious issues like water damage, code issues, or termites, they bring them to their client's attention right away and offer possible solutions like lowering the asking price of the home. Already, they show their client the value and gain from their choice, not just with the possible outcome, but also with what it's like to work with them. For perspective, let's use a web designer. This step may look like a consult to show customers different wireframes and finished websites they designed while getting some real-time information about the client's taste, budget for integrated tools, and service. With your client's permission, you may want to record the consult and use it within your own case study or give an overview of the discussion to showcase how you handle consults and gain an understanding of your client's needs. Next, Egypt takes steps to secure the home for her client using her expertise as a realtor to make the best offer that's in her client's interest. She has to think strategically and consider the price, timing if the market is competitive, and the client's desired move-in date. Egypt also has to keep in mind that if she secures the home, she secures the client's business to proceed to the next steps. So there's more writing on this than just selling a home. And then once the home is secured, they discuss specifics about the project timeline and the project's current standing budget, which could change if the home costs more or less than the client's offer. Sticking with the web design example, this would look like signing proposals, contracts, and having invoices paid. Now, while they wouldn't disclose those documents in their case study, they could make a general statement about the timeline and anything the client has saved thus far when they chose them and their business. For example, they use their expertise to save their client money on buying a digital financial tool by finding a digital marketing platform that already has one integrated into its service. Now they can just use the one that's integrated in the service instead of buying a third-party one, which could cost more money or just be more work for the website designer. Next, there's the exciting hands-on part where we see action toward the outcome. Egypt starts talking about design more closely with the client while Mike guts the place and reframes the walls. With Mike's demolition, he leads his team on what stays and what goes, and some things can be repurposed like bookshelves, and brings any unforeseen challenges to light like cracking the foundation. In Egypt's discussion with the client, she shows them their options based on their budget, criteria, taste, and her expertise in matching patterns, colors, and fabrics. She also eases the client's fears if they are having trouble making decisions by showing them a rendering of their home or taking special trips to see custom items more closely. With this approach, expectations are set to realistic standards, and they discuss the scope of what may or may not be able to get done and any parameters they're against with permits and structure. Communication also continues throughout with updates on progress, any setbacks, and sneak peeks. Some setbacks can be material, structural, or personal delays, but it's always met with solutions. For our web designer friend, this part may involve making choices from font, color, and stock images presented to the client. It can also involve communicating with the client about any parameters they may have to work within because of the platform the client wants to have their website on, or what's in the scope of the designer's knowledge to execute the work, like coding, for example. However, in the case study, you want to focus on how you executed the work despite certain challenges and highlight the creative solutions you offer to mitigate the setbacks. If you're someone whose case study involves other collaborators, with their permission, mention them in your study and how you all operated, overcame challenges, found common ground, or compromised to deliver to your client. It's also okay to discuss moments when the stakes were high for you or your client, as long as they are relevant to the case, and refocus on how you overcame adversity. Naturally, if the web designer lost power for 2 days because of a snowstorm, that would delay work on the website, right? However, if immediate communication with the client or how the team redistributes operations and tasks to stay on schedule is mentioned, it lends insight into what it's like to work with that designer or company if and when unexpected things happen. One of my favorite parts of the show is installation day. Seeing all of the pieces fit together offers gratification and builds anticipation for what the homeowner may feel. You get a closer look at all of the people who have come together to build the home, a peek at how the vision went from rendering to reality, and any bonuses like custom art pieces and furniture. Back to our web designer friend, installation day in their case study may be written as final touches or recognition of the talent behind the scenes if they have a team, and the specifics on how that person helped with vital website pieces. It may be someone who helped with a major website malfunction for the design, or it could be someone who did a quality control check and saw a major hiccup, or it could be someone that figured something out that everyone else is racking their brain over. These moments showcase your diligence in delivering something valuable and unforgettable that your client will be proud of, as well as your or your team's tenacity. Finally, there's reveal or presentation day for Egypt and Mike, who are nervous and holding their breath, but they're excited to have finished and present something custom for their client. At this moment, they're not saying too much, but they're catching reactions. They also ask on a scale of 1 to 10 how they did to check that expectations were met. The show wholesomely ends with Egypt telling the homeowner how far their budget spread to meet their client's wish list and the new value of the home. For our web designer friend, a recorded walkthrough of the reveal of the new website with the client's permission could serve a similar effect in that you get honest reactions and feelings. It's like a real-time testimonial. Highlighting where value was given and the total timeline gives prospective customers an idea of delivery and may even give them a sense of wholesomeness about working with you. Also, don't forget to collect measurable results when you can. In your conclusion, you can also briefly highlight the major challenges, lessons learned, or even gratitude, as long as it's relevant. As you see, case studies are great for many reasons, including showcasing the client's needs, your framework, challenges, creative problem solving, and so much more. It means prospective customers and clients can see who you work with, judge whether their values align with yours, and learn what outcomes they can expect based on your framework. I hope you had as much fun watching this video as I did making it. I know there is a lot of information in this video, so to help you write your own case study, I created a free download of the case study outline that you can grab in the description below. If you liked today's video, please subscribe to my channel and make sure to share with anyone else you think may get some value from this. As always, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.